You're watching Guude. You're watching Guude. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everybody.
Well, welcome back. Right back to doing what I was doing, except I logged out.
I need to get some XP so I can help, but I don't want to do that on camera. I want to do it off.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why I try to do a lot of it off camera. Before I went to work, I jumped down with a pick in my hand and set up at the fishing place.
Yeah. I don't remember if I went all the way down with this. I guess I did. Ah, man.
We're gonna have to move that beacon soon.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I'm at the edge where I can't really actually make good progress with it anymore.
It's pretty crazy. They really should make them some more tiers of beacon that I feel like it should exist where all the chunks that you load, as long as the beacon is visible, you should be able to use it, sort of thing.
I mean, that'd be nice. I would help us greatly right now.
Yeah. Like, I mean, even if that means we'd have to add more iron or whatever to it, there should be a tier above what it is, basically, is what I'm saying. Or something, like a range extender. Like maybe if you had to make it out of diamonds or something, and it would increase the range or something.
we would be unsuccessful right now.
Well,
but
yeah, I mean, we couldn't do that, but I'm just throwing out, how the game should work, maybe. Ideas here. We're getting very, very close to the water update. So we're going to see how that's
So you keep saying.
Well, yeah. We're on, right now we're on pre-release 27. So I think that they're going to get it in under 30.
I mean, are you sure? See, that's the funny thing. It's like you can never judge anything by the way you traditionally want to. You're like, pre-release 3 came out. They've not really gone to pre-release 4 before, so it's got to be coming out soon. Well, they just released release 5, right? They can, in theory, just be pre-release 100.
The highest it's ever gone was 7. And that's only happened once. So, but
aren't there some games you play that are still in alpha?
God, there's so many. There's so many games that I play that are still in alpha. Like 7 Days to Die. Remember 7 Days to Die?
That's still in alpha?
Yeah. That game ain't out. Holy shit! Are they
working? Are they working on it anymore?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alpha 17's coming out this next week, sometime this month. It's coming out.
What's it supposed to be adding that's so special that they can't go to a beta at least?
God, who knows? The game's out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, man.
As an alpha release?
Yeah. You buy the alpha cartridge. We should sleep. There's a gazillion mobs.
A gazillion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
These mobs on mobs. But yeah. So let's talk about that game.
Okay.
They put out this tweet the other day and an article on their website saying we're looking for streamers to promote our game. So first
You're
off,
just not good enough anymore.
Well, no. Let's not. I mean, I'll get there. Someday. No. So like in the past, like they, because I've worked with them before to do the stupid announcement for their PlayStation 4 release and all that. So they're willing to let me stream their game or whatever. But this is what their, well, I say that, but this is what their announcement said. I want to get your opinion on this. So, I mean, for one thing, you thought the game was out or whatever, and you haven't heard about it in a while and all this. So, like, I guess as far as you know, like, it's not really even a game that is that popular anymore. So they said if you want to be one of the streamers that gets to play the game, step 1 is to make a video.
Step 1, purchase the game.
I mean, well, yeah. They're not giving you the game.
Step 2, stream the game.
No. Step 1 is make a video on your website saying, I might get to play Alpha 17 early. Just so you know, it's coming out soon, and maybe I'll get to play it. Then link them that video in an email You need at least 5,000 Twitch followers and 5,000 YouTube subscribers. But you have to make a YouTube video first saying Alpha 17 is coming out and I might get to play it. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it sounds like their marketing strategy is to basically try to deal with the people like me who heard about that game once, or not once, obviously I played it, but I heard about that game a long time ago, have not heard anything about it since, and have not really looked at it. And they're trying to get high enough level people to give it some popularity behind it. So from that perspective, okay, I understand what they're trying to do. But I think it's a really weird way to go about doing that. But if it works, like that's the thing is, I guess, can this really hurt them?
Well, no, it's not. I mean, it can hurt them from a perspective point of view. So here's my thing with it. I sent him an email. I didn't actually read. I'm one of those people that didn't read because people kept tweeting me like, "Hey, you should do this thing." And we used to stream the game all the time. Me, Nakomi, Co, and Justin. So Nakomi doesn't meet those requirements. She doesn't have 5,000 followers. So if we were going to stream it, and I should also add that the early access, you get the game 2 days before it comes out. Before the actual release, you get it 2 days.
But it's a game that's already out. Excuse me. It's just a new release for it. So there's
right. It's just an update. That's all it is. An update. Yeah. So you get early access to the update 2 days before the world gets that. But here's the thing too. You have to make this YouTube video saying I might play this game before you even know if you get access. So you could make this video and then they could be like, "No, we found enough people." So you put this video out on your channel and you look like a damn fool to me.
Well, and that I also agree with is going to be something that people are going to get a little bit upset at if they don't get chosen. I don't know why they're going that route. If somebody meets the requirements of the Twitch streamer, the followers and stuff that they want you to have, I don't see what it matters.
Well, exactly. Like, what do they have? I mean, I kind of think that's my biggest point. Is their game isn't? I mean, this isn't fucking the next Nintendo game or whatever. Like, this isn't something that people are clamoring to play. The game, the people that have played 7 Days to Die know what it is. It's not this huge release that's about to happen. It's not some AAA game. The game is dying. The game hasn't worked in the last few updates. Like, at this point, they should take whatever the fuck they can get, in my opinion. So anyways, I had emailed them without really reading their thing, and they responded back with, "Okay, you qualify, of course. So you've worked with us in the past, whatever. Just make that video advertising the game on your YouTube channel. We'll send you a key." And I was like, "Nah, never mind." I don't think that's. I think it's silly, basically. I think the advertising requirement gets met by streaming the game early and showing people the game. I think the added YouTube video thing is just, I don't know. It's
I don't understand why that video is so important to them. I mean, maybe they have some weird plan for it. Maybe they want to take those videos and make it into some type of ad campaign or something that they will have a tougher time doing if they try to stream through they basically gave you a script on what to say, right?
Well, no, they didn't. They said it can be a part of a normal episode of your recording or whatever, as long as you tell people that you might be doing this thing. And to me, like, I mean, I almost wanted to send them a clip of my Twitch channel where I was like, I might do this thing. When I said it live on Twitch.
I mean, can you technically just submit this video then?
I mean, I guess I could technically just submit this video, right? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, since the Comey doesn't meet the requirements, we didn't want to do it anyways because we wanted the four of us that have been playing this game and streaming it regularly to be the people that were streaming this game anyways.
I'm gonna submit for it because I don't think I meet those requirements. I might have. I not look at my followers that because I stream so little, right. But I do have a lot of just blowover people from YouTube and stuff. That's why my Twitch, my Twitter, I have like 15,000 followers on Twitter, which is freaking ridiculous. But it's just because people are, blowing over from YouTube and follow my Twitter.
Right. Yeah. Same
I think I have a couple hundred followers on Instagram, and I've never posted a damn thing on Instagram.
That's funny. I don't know how many Instagram followers I have, but I've posted 2 pictures, I think.
Well, you should look. I bet you have a couple thousand.
I might. I have way more Twitter
Judging
followers
them.
than I should. I have like 140,000.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's just from like back in the day. I haven't gained followers since 2013. I don't think.
I'm gonna turn off my gaming updates to Twitter because I do find it's so. I don't know why I have so many followers. Maybe it's because people don't know how to use Twitter like me. Because half the people I follow, it's not like I see tweets from them all the time. Like, so I don't know when I'm going to see a tweet from somebody and when I'm not going to see a tweet from somebody, unless I go and look for it. But when I actually tweet something, it gets like 6 likes, and I'm like, what's the point of having so many followers if like actual legit tweets besides just a video has gone live on YouTube notification?
Right. I don't know how you actually use that part of the Twitter at this point. Like, I probably lose followers because of that kind of spam more than anything.
Yeah, because that's basically what my Twitter's filled up with. I was thinking about turning it off for a while, but then I'm always afraid. I'm like, maybe this is how somebody knows when I post videos.
Well, yeah, I'm
Like,
sure there are people that get that, from that. Someone, I mean, I like here's an example of things that way people get into videos. Playlists on YouTube, the playlists that show like the playlist you select to show is like the top 6 or whatever playlists.
Yeah.
So the other day I try to update my current playlist, like whatever I'm playing right now and uploading currently. I try to make sure that those are like the top 6 playlists or whatever. And so I did that is I updated it to the series that I have going out right now. So like this and whatever Heimrich. I don't remember everything. Jurassic World. And someone tweeted me and they're like, the Space Engineers playlist is gone. I'm like, no, it's not. Just go down the scroll to the bottom of my page, and you can see it. But apparently on mobile, that's not true. On mobile, you can only see whatever I have as the current playlist. Like you can't see all the playlists. Like he showed me. He sent me a bunch of pictures and stuff.
I do find mobile a little bit more difficult to utilize when I'm trying to find like a playlist I've been watching of somebody, and it's not like a recent thing. But I'm like sitting in front of my TV downstairs and, baby's taking a nap or something. And I'm like, I'm going to Chromecast something real quick, catch another episode. And I can't find it. I have to go through like individual videos.
That's what he said he had to do too.
Video history.
Yeah. He sent me pictures of it all. And I was like, wow, this is garbage. Because like I want to keep that stuff up to date because I think it looks better. Garbage? No.
Because they've lost $1 billion since inception, dude. Right?
2 billion actually is what it was.
I mean, how are you going to make a good mobile platform if you just lose $1 billion?
2 billion.
$2 billion. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I guess you got a point. Well, I mean, maybe if they had a better mobile platform, they wouldn't be losing $2 billion.
Cut YouTube some slack, guys. They lose money and they do it all for our pleasure and benefit.
I was thinking about this after we had that episode, and a lot of companies, the way they fluctuate their money and stuff, they need a sink for taxes. So maybe YouTube is just the tax sink.
I could be, or it could be maybe they're on a like Dollar Shave.
You broke up, so I don't know what you said.
Maybe they're on a long-term strategy like Dollar Shave Club was.
I mean, I think that's what half of Silicon Valley is. Like, I mean, I look at like Twitter's losing money, Snapchat's losing money. All these fucking companies exist and they're not making a profit. I mean, GameWisp, for example, GameWisp's not making a profit, but they're staying afloat with investors. There's all these companies that exist only with investors. And it's like,
what are they investing in? I'm so confused.
Well, that's what I don't understand either.
I guess I just don't understand business at all. I always think of why I couldn't start my own business is because I can never make something that's going to turn me enough of a profit. And it's really, no, it's just about what can I make lose enough money that it interests enough people to.
Well, exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's really what it kind of comes down to is, I mean, yeah, when I look at there's everyone I know that is successfully making lots of money in tech. It's most of their money's not coming from an actual product that's making a profit. I'm sure there's plenty of companies that are doing that exact thing that I just said, but a lot of companies that I think about are not doing that thing, and they're just making a product that sounds cool, and lots of people think it sounds cool, and those people have money that maybe hell they made their money, but from other people who thought their thing sounded cool. For all I know,
can you imagine going on to Shark Tank? If you were the Dollar Shave Club, Mike from Dollar Shave Club, and like saying, I have this great idea, subscription raiser company, been running it for a couple of years now. What do you think? And they'd be like, what's your profit? He'd be like, I lose money every month. Boom, we need to buy this. We need to invest in this.
Well, yeah, exactly. That show, that especially, like, you have to show the profit and all this. And if you don't, they're just like, fuck you, get out. Didn't someone buy Dollar Shave Club?
Yeah, that's the thing is, I didn't know this until it sold, and it sold for like quite a many $1 million. And I read the article on when it sold, and I was like, "Oh, good for Mike!" Like, because those commercials like sucked me in from the beginning. I think that guy's awesome. I think the concept is awesome. I think it was a problem in the industry that razors were too expensive, and they made me get away to get razors for cheap and high quality and all this. So they did exactly what they said they were going to do. And then I read the article further, and it said how the company has never turned a profit since day one, and then he sold it for some millions of dollars. And I was like, how the fuck did these people never turn a profit?
Well, not only that, how did you never turn a profit and sell for millions? What are those people buying? Yeah. Your debt looks real tasty.
I don't understand it by any means. I don't understand how that business didn't turn a profit. Like when their first videos went live on YouTube, their whole server infrastructure crashed because their commercial was so good. So many people jumped onto that service. And you can say you've never turned a profit? How? Even, like, let's say you had to ramp up production after you realize that many people were interested. Sure, you're sinking more money into getting that production ramped up. But at that moment, you can't tell me that first influx of people didn't turn a profit. Otherwise, what the fuck were you selling?
Well, and then how did you continue to lose money? Where did the money come from? Was it investors?
I don't know. I get so confused. I know somebody's going to tell me in the comments where I'm completely wrong and how lead me to all these financials about stuff. And I'd be more than happy if you did, but I'll be the first to say I'm not going to probably understand most of what's there. Anything in the financial speak, man. And I honestly think the way our stock markets and stuff are, and people have made businesses and livelihoods out of the stock market. And I don't mean like people who play the stock market. I mean like stock market investing firms and things like that. And I think it's kind of made in a way that's not supposed to make sense to the average person to kind of hold it out for a smaller group of people.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because there's no reason you should have stock markets running. Like, why do we have stock markets that people can invest in anyway that fluctuate so volatilely? And that you can have people actually come in and do like market manipulation stuff on it. Why would you design a system like that?
I mean, okay, that question's too broad though.
Well, it's very broad, but why is that and everything is based off of like comparing it to the Dow Jones or the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ, or like, why are we basing things off of the stock market? Why wouldn't it just be based off of straight up, money in, money out of a company?
Well, that is the money. I mean, that kind of is the money in, money out.
No, the stock market's not the money in, money out.
Well, okay, it's not selling the product, right? But it's
those
are the investors. Those are the investors.
This at it's not about money in, money out. It's what do people value this at? As far as I understand it, it is. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I don't play the stock market, the real stock markets. I play the crypto game, which is obviously completely.
I mean, the valuation of the company is based on how well the product is doing. I mean, it's kind of like how the stock, for companies like.
But I don't think a valuation of the company is what the stock market price is.
It kind of is. I mean, because people are buying and selling based on those valuations.
Then. So why do people do IPOs when you don't have to do
it? We're not going to do a stock market podcast. We're not qualified.
Do you? Yeah, I was going to say, do you have any idea? Like when a company comes out and says, "Oh,
you broke up." I don't know what the company said.
Like when a company said that they were going to do their first IPO. Well, I guess a company only does one IPO, but your initial public offering. Like when Google, do you remember when Google did their IPO?
God, I was a baby then. I mean, I don't know.
You weren't a baby. You were in like college age.
Probably. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember when that happened. That was a long time ago.
But what made them all of a sudden decide like you become a publicly traded company, why does that either help or hurt you? Like these are the things I don't understand at all. You don't have to become a publicly traded company, so why do you?
Well,
because you still have a valuation,
right? But I mean, if you have a company that is strong, there's no reason not to sell your unless you want to just keep it within the company basically and the employees and whatnot for your shares. There's no reason not to have it publicly traded because that's more money flowing in. If you're selling your shares, more people are buying your shares. If you have a strong company, why not sell the shares of your company?
Well, because then you don't own it anymore.
Well, you're going to structure it in a way where you're always going to maintain 51% control.
Let's go find a random company that hasn't set their structure up appropriately and just buy 51% of it.
I mean, I would hope they had lawyers and stuff like that before they. I don't know why I went and got into bed while you're still way the hell down there.
Are you telling me that the movie Dodgeball isn't completely accurate? Vince Vaughn couldn't just put that money in, and they said that they would buy the controlling stock of Globo Gym, and Ben Stiller's hot wife said, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a publicly traded company. Like, that's not true?
I'm going to have bad news. Dodgeball is not...
You are not going to tell me you've never seen that movie.
No, I've seen Dodgeball. That's not how the word works.
That would have been worse news than what you're about to say.
No. Yeah, I've definitely seen Dodgeball. I don't think it was a great movie, though.
Oh, God. I thought it was one of the greatest.
One of the all-time greats.
The greatest. It was so good on so many levels. But you don't think that that's true? I mean, that's where I learned all my stock market knowledge from. And if you don't believe me, you can watch this video again and probably realize how true that would be. Because I'm sure I pissed off anybody who understands the stock market industry because I've talked a lot of random garbage acting as if I knew exactly like that something did or did not work a certain way. I have no idea how the stock market works. Things go up, things go down. People buy something, there's IPOs. That's about what I know.
Oh, here's an interesting tidbit in the market subject matter. I turned on the ability to donate money to me on Twitch with cryptocurrency, so people can give anything that Coinbase accepts. So Bitcoin,
okay. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah. So someone gave me like $200 in Ethereum.
I didn't know you could do that now on Twitch. I gotta go set mine up for sure.
Yeah, you can. And right after he did, Ethereum lost like 6%. Yeah, like 6%.
Yeah, Ethereum tanked.
Yeah. It lost like 6% within 2 hours of him doing that. I haven't looked at it since.
Get on a different exchange and convert anything that anybody sends you into XRP as soon as you can.
I'm just going to ignore all the just like the Bitcoin I have. It's just sitting there, and I'm just going to keep on letting it sit there.
It's not a bad thing either.
Is Ethereum still tanking?
Yeah, when I just looked at it a second ago, actually it's up on my other screen right now. Oh no, it's not. I don't have it up on my other screen. It was sitting at 420 last I looked. When it started, like last week, it was hovering in the 5s. Like 3 weeks ago, it was like 8.
Yeah, so, whenever you gave it to me, it was around 5, and then like when after my stream was over, it was at like 4:30 or something. Like that.
It's doing terribly in the late, but the whole market is doing terribly. But I still have good
Mr. Stock Market.
I mean, here's the deal: nobody knows. Like the problem with crypto,
somebody knows.
Well, I guess one of the problems with crypto is it's still owned. Like 3 major exchanges in China are really the ones who own enough of the crypto that they can manipulate the market whenever they want to. So that's always a speculation on if it's market manipulation or if people are just losing, interest. Crypto is basically based on speculation that it's going to have some type of use case in the future. There's a couple coins with some really good use cases, but you still question whether people are going to be willing to adopt said use cases when it deals with, cryptocurrency, because there's kind of a stigma surrounding it for anything like, long-term and real. So you never really know what's going to happen with the world, but I don't know. I think
never
right now,
really know what's going to happen.
You never really know. I have a feeling that come December timeframe again, just like last year, there's going to be a lot of more interest in it again, and you're going to have a run up. I don't know how high it's going to get because last year's when I really started getting into it because I didn't understand crypto at all before that. I had just heard of it, knew I wanted to mine it, and tried to get something set up when it was really cheap, and wish I had gotten something set up when it was really cheap because I just gave up because it was so cheap it didn't really matter, and I was like, oh, that was a fun experiment to try. I couldn't get it working, so whatever, move on with life, type of deal. And so last year when, the real hype started coming around about it, I started doing a lot of research on it. And I will tell you, there's no reason Bitcoin should be where it's at. And Bitcoin should basically die. It's the worst of all the coins.
Yeah, you said that.
It's like it's the
There's
slowest.
probably people that are gonna
transactions,
argue with you
highest
though.
transaction fees, probably. I think they really are. They're winning because it was like it was first to market almost. Like they were the ones who kind of paved the way for other coins.
Well, sure. I mean, that's how any of these type of things work. I'm still curious. I need to actually contact Pyro and ask because there was a time
if he actually invested.
Yeah, because he
money.
tried to get all of us. I don't know if you remember when that happened, but he tried to convince everyone in the group to. And at the time, Bitcoin was worth less than $100. He was like, everyone should buy like $1,000 worth or something like that. And we were all like, you're a fool.
Hell, back when he did that, I think Bitcoin was way less than $100. I meant Bitcoin was in the pennies at that point. Still.
No, this is whenever we were doing TTT stuff. I remember that's whenever we were doing one of our TTT recordings. So this was like 2013, 2012, something like that. I remember him saying this to us. So it wasn't in the pennies, but it was a lot lower than it is now. That's for sure. And he said he was going to do it, but he's kind of a troll. So I don't know if he actually did or not.
Well, especially with you though, if you just have your tip set up to go there and something you'll forget about, I mean, that's kind of a perfect way to do it because you're not even looking at it as money that you had and put into the market. It's just going to be there. And one day it might make you rich or it might just be absolutely worthless.
Well, that's the way exactly how I look at it. Like it might all go away completely. I mean, not very few people have you. I mean, actually, only one person has used it so far to tip me. So,
Can you can tip straight from Coinbase, or do you just have to go to Coinbase, send your, like, are you just using your address?
Like
your
it's set up through
address like Coinbase,
Streamlabs.
I'm
Like my
assuming?
wallet's connected with Streamlabs, and so where on the page people go to on Streamlabs to donate to me. That's one of the options. There's like credit card, PayPal, and Coinbase, basically.
I just broke some of this stuff.
So yeah.
So they have an API with Coinbase then.
Right. I mean, it's kind of funny because Streamlabs, if someone chooses a credit card with Streamlabs, the money goes to Streamlabs, and Streamlabs doesn't send that money to you automatically. And so, like, I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, yeah, I always forget to go look at the page on Streamlabs. They're like, oh, shit, I haven't looked at my page in forever. And they had, like, over $1,000 sitting there in credit card donations that they hadn't cashed out just because it kind of just sits
you have
there.
to cash them out?
Yeah, you have to tell Streamlabs, hey, send me that money. And if you don't, it just sits there until you do.
Oh, I wonder if I have any money.
Yeah, if you've set up credit cards with Streamlabs, if anyone's ever donated with credit card, it's just sitting there. It takes
I'm not sure if they have. That's the thing because I don't stream it. If I my donations to my personal channel, I would bet you are less than $100 in total since I've ever streamed before. So it's not something I would really like even pay attention to either.
Right. Well,
that's what happens when you don't stream. It's hard to get donations.
People don't donate when you're not live.
That's a funny thing. I just figured I'd set up this donation thing. Why isn't the money rolling? So, somehow that's how Patreon works. I don't know. Weird.
Right. Well, we're out of time. Donate to Jeff. He's offline right now.
Yeah. Everybody donate to me. Wait until I set up my crypto. I'm gonna put my crypto wallets in the video description. And you can donate all your stuff there.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
See ya.